today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 7.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The Panthers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Corral, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. To throw is Rodgers. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Corral. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Corral with it. First down here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Corral looking to throw. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well, so this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. After a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game, so I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it to about the 40. The last run got a... Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers with a give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 17, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A'Shawn Robinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 6-0 our score after 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Corral now to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd down, Corral. He's got his tight end, it's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Connection made with Shenault. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Corral. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Third down, Corral. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A little juke. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and the lead now stands at 13. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Corral getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. A first down throw here for Corral.
That's caught right side by Anderson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Out in front.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to Rodgers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On play action, it's Rodgers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Another try after the first down sack. Corral. There's Trimble, the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right to about the 35, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On third down, here's Corral. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here on third down as a receiver, you've got to remind yourself not just to get to the sticks, but to get past the sticks. Create a little bit of separation before you put on the brakes and come back to the football. And the ball was right on time. Nice execution, nice completion.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on second down. Corral being chased out left. Corral lost it. The ball is out, and the Packers pick it up. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Working with a 2nd and 4. An inside give to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, Corral into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 44, Corral. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On second down and 4, Corral. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you have have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man able to find Rodgers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. The give is to Jones. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the... So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.